He's taking the stage tomorrow, but you don't have to wait. In a KLTV7 exclusive tonight, we go one-on-one with Republican presidential favorite John McCain. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Nelson.
And I'm Jillian Sheridan.
Well, we've been tracking him all day, and tonight, Senator John McCain is in East Texas. The GOP frontrunner arrived just over 2 hours ago for a private fundraiser at the home of Senator Kevin Eltife, ahead of tomorrow's town hall meeting at the Tyler Rose Garden Center. McCain's arrival just a week before Texans go to the primary polls comes right on the heels of an incident today where he had to voice disapproval of the nasty tone the presidential race is taking.
In a KLTV7 exclusive tonight, our Joe Terrell sat down with Senator McCain for his thoughts on the primary, his almost certain nomination, and the long campaign trail still ahead.
Senator McCain, thanks for taking some time to talk with us tonight. Good to see you again.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
During your visit here in July, your campaign came to town in trouble a bit. Many had written you off or dead. But now you come back to Tyler. You're the presumptive candidate. What happened? What changed?
Well, we told people the truth, campaigned hard, supported our troops in Iraq and the new strategy, and out-campaigned our opponents, who were all good people, worked very hard.
Your visit here was not long after the troop surge in Iraq. You defended it, you supported it, your opponents said it wouldn't work, said it would fail. You kind of tied your future to how this ends up in Iraq, haven't you?
Oh, sure. I said at the time I'd rather lose a campaign than lose a war, and I don't think that's any different, but we are succeeding, both militarily and politically. And the fact is that Senator Clinton and Senator Obama were wrong when they said that it would fail militarily, and then they said they were wrong when they said it would fail politically. I think the American people understand that.
You say the war will be over soon for all intents and purposes. When and how?
Well, I don't know the exact date, but if we can, and we will, I believe, continue the reduction in casualties that will then allow us to start withdrawals. But the point is that Iraqis are taking over more and more of the military responsibilities, and American casualties are way down. That's what Americans are so concerned about. Now, after the war is over, we want to have a arrangement or agreement with the Iraqis, like we have with Kuwait, that we entered into after the first Gulf War, or others, and we may do that.
Last week, we took a look at early voting numbers for this county. The Democratic voting totals here are 10 to 12 times what they were in 2004, 4 years ago. The Democratic base is brutally excited. How can you energize the Republican base in the same way, presumably, Senator Obama is the Democratic base?
Well, they have a very spirited competition, obviously, and in the head-to-head competition in the polls, I'm only 3 points behind or 3 points ahead, depending. So in national matchups, I'm doing fine. We've got to reunite the party. We've got to energize them. We've got to get the independents out, and we've got to get the so-called Reagan Democrats back. We have a lot of work to do. I have no doubt about that. But I want to point out they are both liberal, very liberal Democrats. I'm a conservative Republican. There will be stark differences. They want to raise taxes, I want to lower them. They want to have government take over the healthcare system. I want families to make the choices. They want more government. I want less. We're going to have stark differences, but we've got to unite the party, and I'm sure that we can do that.
I got to ask you, just this morning in Ohio, one of the speakers who was up before you said some pretty inflammatory things about Senator Obama.
Well, my fellow Americans, now we have a hack Chicago-style daily politician who's picturing himself as change. When he gets done with you, all you're going to have in your pocket is change. At some point, the media will quit taking sides in this thing and maybe start covering Barack Hussein Obama.
Not the way, you cut it off very quickly right after that speech, and said this is not the way you're going to run this campaign.
No, we didn't. Obviously, we didn't know that those comments were going to be made as a local radio talk show host, but I take responsibility for it, but I repudiated it, and we'll make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. I've engaged in a respectful campaign with both Senator Obama and Senator Clinton, and my Republican opponents.
Any final message you want to leave with these Texans today?
No, we'll be spending a lot of time in Texas. It's an important state. We've got a lot of work to do. We have to make sure that the border is secured, and I intend to do that as president. And It's great to be back in East Texas.
Senator McCain, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You can hear more from Senator McCain in person tomorrow morning, starting at 8:45 at the Tyler Rose Garden in the Camellia Room. It's first come, first serve. Doors open at 8. Now, if you can't get into that meeting, not to worry. We will have live coverage of the event on KLTV7 and KLTV.com. Well,